Good afternoon, friends. Like every week, here we are at our new time of 3:30 p.m. Saturday afternoon, bringing to you the HungerMitao program, filled with the latest updates about hunger in the area and across United States, as well as sharing information about how the Indian American community is stepping up to become a large part of the solution in fighting hunger.
We are your hosts, Raj and Aradhna Asava, coming to you through the airwaves of Fun Asia.
And this time from Seattle.
Yes. Fun Asia is a key partner of ours in this fight against hunger. Friends, through this radio show, in addition to raising awareness about the rampant hunger issue in the USA, we also share ways in which each one of us, in the spirit of give where you live, can and is making a difference.
Please visit ntfb.org/HungerMitao to learn how this 100% volunteer-driven movement is unifying the impact of the Indian American community to fight hunger in North Texas. The website again, friends, is ntfb.org/HungerMitao. And I was just telling our listeners, Aradhna, that the miracle of technology, we are currently in Seattle, but we are still able to beam in our radio show right into North Texas.
Absolutely. And never in the history of human beings has the world been more connected.
That is so true.
You know, it feels like this pandemic actually proved to us that we are more interdependent than we actually realize. What happens in one part of the world impacts every other part of the world, sometimes almost instantly.
Right.
Even before 24 hours may have passed.
Yeah, even before the world rotates, that's for sure. So we cannot just have the attitude of, oh, this is happening to someone else somewhere in other part of the world. Sooner or later, in one way or the other, most everything will impact us. News out of India right now is heartbreaking and terrifying. We all hope and pray that they get a handle on the COVID spread over there soon. And even here in the United States, while the vaccine rate goes up, so is the detection of variants.
That's right. And you know what? The stimulus checks came and they helped people briefly. But many people are still struggling to find stable and well-paying jobs. So even if we ourselves are okay, it becomes distressing to be constantly surrounded by so much uncertainty.
That's right.
But friends, we live in a country where help is available. So please remember, if you need assistance with medical or mental health, please seek help. And if you need food assistance, please visit ntfb.org for information on where to get food. Needing help is not a sign of weakness.
That's right.
Rather, it proves what a strong community we live in. If you know of anyone struggling, please help them find the appropriate resources to help. Do not despair. We can help each other through these hard times.
Times are tough and challenging. So are we. Friends, this is not the time for fear, stopping, and falling in despair. This is the time to be strong, tough, and most importantly, not giving up. रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए बाहर के ओ राही.
This is such a perfect song to uplift the human spirit. RJAB, would you please play this song for us?
That song captures the spirit of persistence and the fact that a bad patch will also pass. It is temporary. Like the old saying, this too shall pass.
This too shall pass.
That's right. Listeners, did you know that along with distributing food to those who are in need, North Texas Food Bank also has a department for advocacy? Their leaders work with government officials in Austin and Washington to ensure that regulators incorporate the food needs of the community in the regulations and laws that are formed. We had the opportunity to talk to Johnny Jenkins of North Texas Food Bank, who gave us some recent advocacy updates, specifically about the food stamp program, which, as you all know, is called the SNAP program, and SNAP stands for Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Johnny, tell our listeners what is going on with the SNAP program.
What's going on with SNAP? Well, there's a lot going on with SNAP, so grab a cup of coffee. First, our SNAP team at North Texas Food Bank has had a lot of changes to navigate, so please, I just want to give them a hearty round of applause as they connect our community members with the benefits that help them put groceries into their homes that are coming from their local markets. There's a couple different items that are happening with SNAP, and let's start with the federal level. At the federal level, concerning college hunger and SNAP, the Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2021 temporarily expanded SNAP benefits to college students who have family contribution of $0 on their FAFSA forms, meaning that their families are not financially supporting them in their college education. Texas will be contacting all college students that this applies to let them know that they could be eligible for SNAP benefits. Currently, college students who are not working are not eligible to participate in SNAP, so this temporarily allows them to do so, which is a good thing. Next, the SNAP provisions in the American Rescue Plan Act. Just as a review, these were the items that were signed into law. The extension of the 15% boost in individual monthly SNAP benefits for 3 additional months from June until September 2021. Second, $25 million provided in support the expansion of using SNAP at online retailers. Third, $1 billion provided to states for SNAP administrative expenses. So this is what was included in SNAP provisions in the American Rescue Plan Act. Finally, the USDA is increasing SNAP emergency allotments. Back in March, the USDA raised all the monthly SNAP benefits up to the highest amount a family could receive. A little background on this. When a household applies for SNAP, they start at a maximum benefit and then deductions are taken for various reasons. Let's say your maximum benefit is $300 for the household. Due to information in your application, that $300 may be reduced, leaving your household benefits down to, say, $145 a month. Pre-pandemic, or just thinking about that pre-pandemic, that would be put into your SNAP card each month. Okay, so the FFCR Act is allowing all households to bump up and receive that maximum benefit regardless of any deductions that they were supposed to have. So that $145 a month is now bumped up to $300, giving you and your family an extra $155 a month in SNAP benefits, and this has been going on since March of 2020. However, what happens if you have no deductions and were receiving the maximum benefits prior to the pandemic? Well, your family, therefore, receiving no extra emergency allotment like other families did, even though these households are the lowest income households. So, what this does is it gives those families, essentially 25 million people, who are already at the maximum, an extra $95 a month, which is good. With this new policy, households that had not received at least that $95 per month in increased benefits through emergency allotments are now eligible for an additional $95 added to their monthly benefits.
Now that was very insightful. Thank you, Johnny, and thank you, Food Bank, for being the voice of the hungry in the shaping of government regulations. As you can see, while the Food Bank helps feed people, it is also trying to shorten the line by influencing the regulations and helping people sign up for benefits that they qualify for.
Friends, Ugadi, Ramadan, Gudi Padwa, Baisakhi are some of the many festivals that usher in the spring season in India. This year, all these important festivals are marred by the resurgence of COVID-19 all over India. The current wave is proving to be more lethal than the ones before, as younger and younger folks are being admitted to hospitals and ICUs. And basically what we are hearing is that the medical facilities are overwhelmed. Maharashtra, home of Bollywood and financial capital of India, has recently announced shutdown for 15 days in hopes of slowing down the spread.
Instead of just wishing a happy festival this year, our hearts go out to everyone impacted by COVID-19. Hands go up for prayers for humanity with a hope and prayer. May this crisis end soon, and may we come out of this stronger and united, regardless of our race, color, religion, or national origin. If there's one thing that this pandemic has taught us, it's taught us that we are in it together. The action of one impacts the well-being of many, many more. And the solution will only come when we are addressing the issue and taking action together. On that topic, Raj, what is the update on the HungerMitao Spring Funds for Food Drive?
That was one of the many solutions that the Indian community is engaged in, Anna. The HungerMitao Spring Food Drive has ended. We, as the Indian American community, collectively raised over $30,000 through this Funds for Food Drive. With the multiple matches that were going on in the month of March, do you know what that results in?
No, how many meals?
Over 250,000 meal. I believe it's almost 300,000 meals that has been enabled by the HungerMitao Spring Food Drive.
That is phenomenal.
How impactful is that? Hats off to all our fundraisers who reached out to their friends and neighbors to collect funds to help feed people in North Texas.
It's so heartwarming and inspiring that the Indian American community is deeply engaged in helping North Texas Food Bank provide people get access to nutritious food. We have become a force, friends. The collaboration and unification is working, and the results are so visible. And so many leaders in the community are joining the HungerMitao movement to help spread the message.
That's right.
Listeners, if you have a few hours to spare and would like to become an activist in the fight against hunger, come join us. Be a part of the steering council for an extremely rewarding experience. You can contact us through the HungerMitao website, ntfb.org/HungerMitao.
And now for a few more important updates. We have a new HungerMitao Circle member. Satish Goyal of Newt Global has committed to funding 25,000 meals through Silver Circle sponsorship for North Texas Food Bank. HungerMitao, the Indian American community movement, is not just providing support to the food bank for today, but it is also able to ensure sustained support spread over multiple years through the HungerMitao sponsorship circles. Anyone interested can simply check it out at ntfb.org/HungerMitao.
And I'd like to also thank Satish Goyal for not only making a financial contribution, but also joining us on the steering council.
That is correct. Welcome aboard, Satish. Another event that I want to give a quick update on is our HungerMitao Golf Classic by Indus Golf. And guess what? It is sold out. That's right, friends. This first time ever event scheduled for Saturday, April 24th has received amazing interest, tremendous sponsorship, and participation. We are sold out. So it's next week, and there is more details on the website. And if you can join us for golf, maybe you can join us for the banquet. Do try to drop in. Another exciting event that's coming up, which I'm extremely proud to share about, is the North Texas Food Bank signature event, Taste of the Cowboys, which is slated for June 6th at the AT&T Stadium. And our listeners will be happy to know that HungerMitao is one of the top sponsors of this event. Tickets are limited and can now be purchased at ntfb.org/cowboys.
Exciting times. And here is this week's breaking news we would like to share with our listeners today.
I can't wait.
Nanban Foundation, headquartered in Frisco, has signed the HungerMitao pledge with Feeding America to enable 1 million meals for the North Texas Food Bank.
Hold on, come again. Did I hear it right?
It's 1 million meals
Wow.
for North Texas Food Bank.
Wow.
What incredible generosity. Thank you, Uday, GK, and the Nanban team. This support is very meaningful and incredibly timely. Our listeners can read more about this on our Facebook group, HungerMitao_North Texas. So friends, unification is the key. Our collected efforts make a larger impact. While each one of us is involved in some sort of charity or other, our dispersed efforts do not allow us to achieve any significant impact nor receive recognition for the philanthropy that the Indian American community is capable of. But you see, when we join hands and efforts, we are strong, we are invincible.
Thank you, Nanban Foundation. And I believe the word Nanban means true friends.
In Tamil.
In Tamil. Yeah. Oh, this is fantastic. You are truly friends for the community at large out here. Friends, the HungerMitao show is about the need in the community we live in and a call for each of you to engage. We are living in very strange and uncertain times, afraid of what lies ahead. We need to continue to stay safe, vigilant, and careful. However, let us not give in to fear. Remember, life is beautiful. Let's live each day to its fullest. Let's be generous, be kind, be caring, be our best.
And friends, as we close our program today, we thank you all for your generosity and for caring about others around you. North Texas Indian American community, thank you for caring, for volunteering, for helping organize awareness events, for running food drives, for making donations, for becoming multi-year donors, for giving your time, skill, for giving in kind. And thank you, Phanesia, for becoming the mouthpiece for HungerMitao. We look forward to your ongoing support and count on your involvement as we move towards the next milestone of 25 million meals enabled by HungerMitao for North Texas Food Bank.
That's right. Having just crossed 10 million meals. Next goal is 25 million meals. Our mission, friends, is HungerMitao. And HungerMitao is as much about eradicating hunger as it is about unifying the fragmented efforts of our community and focusing it on the humanitarian cause of hunger. Let us come together as the entire Indian American community, unified, and show how we engage in any place we call home. We are smart, compassionate change agents who give where we live, so our community benefits from our presence.
And until next week, friends, remember, while we may never be able to eradicate hunger, let us ensure no one goes hungry.
HungerMitao.